Hey guys, Brian here with Audio Plugin Deals. Today we're going to take a look at our latest deal, which is from Divergent Audio Group. We have 4 different libraries to cover. Let's check them out. Alright guys, so let's start with these products. So all from Divergent Audio Group, as I mentioned. This first one is called Invasors. So this is compatible with the free Kontakt player, so you'll have a nice tab over here in your library panel. So we load it up and you get this nice little animated 3D GUI. This instrument is very simple, and it's based off of having total control off of 8 knobs. So they really tried to model it like an old analog synth, so to speak. So everything is controller right here, which you can map down to your MIDI keyboard for your sliders and everything, or for your dials. So you can control it kind of like an actual physical analog synth. So let's check out just some of the snapshots we have here. To turn the sequencer on and off, you just hit the play button right there. You can change the waveform here. So each of these steps, you can adjust the tuning, the velocity over here. We have the cutoff filter and everything. You can just randomize it. So you can get some really kind of old school synthy type sounds with the sequencer and everything. It's very old school analog sounding. So you can do some pretty cool stuff like that. That's Invasors. It's pretty deep. Definitely watch the. They include a video once you download in your documentation. Everything. There's a really nice video done actually by Ruben, who joined us in our live chat for the Red Room Audio palette. So definitely check that out. He does a great job explaining all of that stuff to you. That was just quickly some of the sounds that you can get out of it. Very old school analog, cool synthy stuff. So Let's move on. We have Chordscape, Helios, and FameBoy. So I guess we'll go to Chordscape next. So this one's very interesting. You get like these really evolving atmospheres, as it says tonal constructs, as you can see here in the snapshots I'm kind of browsing through. One of them was pretty dark and creepy. The other one was very, you know, bright, airy, kind of beautiful, meditative. And then right here, just like some pulses. Check out Whimsical. And obviously you can adjust a lot of this stuff, like the LFO frequency, the depth, getting like that wobbling effect and everything kind of phasing in and out. The different LFO shapes right here, so it's kind of a smooth pulse or a jagged, like a square wave. Filters up here. And one of the first things I was doing was kind of just changing out these, like the source, like the sound sources. So there's a lot of different customization with that as well as the sequencers here. Very deep, complex instrument. Again, lot to learn here. So I'm just, you know, very briefly touching the surface and some of the sounds you can get from it. So that's just a little bit about Chordscape. Very beautiful, evolving textures. I mean, not always beautiful, sometimes kind of dark and creepy, but very textural. A lot going on there with the different complex layers, a lot of LFOs going, alternating at the same time and everything like that. Now let's go on to Helios and check that out. So actually I haven't installed my snapshots for that one, so real quickly we can show you how to do that. And what you would do is just go to the folder where you have the library installed. Here we go, Helios, snapshots. I'm going to take that and copy it now to find where I want it to be. All I do is hit the wrench up here in the corner. Go to Instrument Options. This will pop up. Now just click Snapshot saving location right here. Just click Show. Since I have not created that folder yet, it'll just ask you if you want to create it. Hit yes. Right here, I'm just going to paste what I just copied from where I actually installed the library. It'll just paste it into my user folder for snapshots. Close. Now we have all of this stuff here. Very simple. So you can hear, all I'm doing is experimenting. The main focus of these obviously is going to be these sequencers here, and the parameter that these sequencers control is like volume, panning, pitch, cutoff, resonance, stuff like that, lo-fi. And all I was doing was clicking each of these. You'll get a separate sequence for those, and then you hit plus, like volume to go up, hit plus. R is random, so you get a lot of really weird textures this way. While Chordscape was more like tonal and kind of beautiful, this one can get, you know, more rhythmic, steady rhythms, and also, you know, pretty crazy and kind of creepy sometimes. So that one's just really kind of random, but it sounded pretty darn cool when you added the drive down there, and you can get some really strange textures just like that. Check out one more, and then we'll go on to the next one. So this is a great one to start with. It's called gated ambience, and you just see how simple that gate effect is going down here, just back and forth. And then of course you can go into each of these and kind of play around with it. So it's a lot of fun to play around with that one, and Chordscape as well. They go well together. The last one we'll check out is called FameBoy. This is like chiptune style drums, and it's got a really cool GUI. Let's check that out. Guess what it looks like. Can you possibly guess what FameBoy looks like? This really nice animated 3D. And of course the familiar Nintendo opening sound. So for this one, I'm just going to load up some of the snapshots. You hit a button down here and it will start the sequence. Now there's like bass drum, snare, drum, clap, hi-hats and stuff. Close hi-hat, open hi-hat. There's different percussion samples you can load up here, and there's a bunch to choose from. And then they have different sequences as well, pattern A, B, C, and D, and you can trigger them all down here. And so let's check this out. All right, so I really like that one, but you also saw how I was kind of changing out the bass drum sample that was called 8-bit trap and everything. So they have a bunch of different drum loops that are kind of programmed, but you can program your own loops, use their own samples, not your own, but you can program your own loops using the samples that they have provided. Really cool 8-bit stuff. So that has been the current bundle from Divergent Audio. Very unique products. So we got like soundscapes, textures, Invasors, kind of like an analog old school style synth that runs in Kontakt Player, so you won't need full version of Kontakt for that. And then the 8-bit samples with FameBoy. So very unique, very niche, but I think a lot of potential there for some of you guys who love to experiment, do sound design with synths, and just producing in general. So thanks so much for checking that one out. This is the Divergent Audio Group bundle, which we have for you right now at Audio Plugin Deals. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more. Thanks, guys. I will see you next time.